We are battling with time. Things have gone a little bit out of plan, so we will alter the program a little bit. We'll just take 3 spontaneous comments, and I must emphasize comments, not remarks really. Chris Maiyaki has come all the way from Abuja, so I don't have the nerve to suggest that he scraps his remarks. So, Mr. Maiyaki.
Thank you very much. I'd like to extend my condolences to the immediate family. As you have been reminded, Chief Berkhout is beyond just the Dutch extraction. He has now become an African, an Africanist. But distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's a huge privilege, but a very difficult moment for me to join this family, to give my tribute, to pay my last respects to an extraordinary personality, an icon, a friend, a man of many parts, a man who knew nothing but hard work, a man who was accountable to himself and for society, a man who imbued deep sense of probity in all that he did. I want to say that our paths, mine and that of Joop Berkhout, crossed in the early 90s when I had the privilege at NUC, National Universities Commission, of serving as the Administrative Secretary of the World Bank Project Implementation Unit, with auspices Safari Books, working together with Blackwell's based in Oxford, supplied books to the then 24 universities. Imagine that today we have 278 universities. If you are to extrapolate between 1992 and 2025, Nigeria now has 278 universities. And it was during the course of this project that I came close to Joop, where he unpacked his extraordinary nature. But friends, family, colleagues, to capture the essence of the spirit and the character of the man, Joop Berkhout, one would need an uncommon presence of mind, without which the task becomes an uncomfortable challenge for the speaker. And in this case, my humble self, having been a mentee of Chief Joop Berkhout. And I just want to say that today's event and others ancillary to his departure, to his demise, should be seen as a celebration of life, a celebration that chronicles the sumptuous and glorious service to humanity. And many gathered here will attest to a towering man of immense character, a workaholic, a driving force of innovation, who was courageous and, as we have heard over and over, adventurous, and was never economical with his candor. Chief had this never say die attitude, and he was a roundly, and I underscore roundly, educated African, because he's transcended the Dutch extraction. Chief Joop Berkhout had a Midas touch. He was a tough, some would rather call him shrewd, manager of men and resources, who built a solid tradition for making money genuinely, and I underscore, making money genuinely and growing wealth Even at 90 plus, Joop Berkhout will call me about contracts, about breakthroughs, about contacts. And I always challenge him, aren't you tired, Chief? Joop Berkhout lived to serve. He served Nigeria relentlessly. He changed the landscape of publishing. I want the family to be consoled by the good life and the legacy that he earned, and I underscore earned and worked for. His incredible knack for distinction and bringing out the best out of any situation. Never say die attitude. When I came to Ibadan the last time, was to pay my last respect to the late Professor Ayo Banjo, and I made a whistle stop at the Cambridge House, and he was struggling to go and pay his own respects to the late Professor Ayo Banjo, and I said, no, you're going to collapse. You're struggling. You're walking on sticks. That spoke volume to the shared humanity that Chief Berkhout had. A great soul, such as the soul of the late Chief Joop Berkhout, does not die in our hearts. Rather, it should bring us together and together and together. And may God rest his gentle soul and protect all that he held so dear to his heart. May his memory serve as a blessing, a lasting legacy, and a learning curve for generations yet unborn. And may God strengthen the bereaved family, and I don't mean the Dutch family, the entire gamut of Joop Berkhout's family to carry on without this great man. And I thank you once again for the opportunity. Thank you.